It's a waiting game for the past few weeks, and this is the final stretch that leads to the emergence of a new Catholic pontiff. Now, joining me in the studio is a very Reverend Father Patrick Alumumku, Director of Communications, Abuja Catholic Archdiocese, who has also worked at the Vatican Radio for 12 years. Very Reverend Father, you're welcome to Nationwide.
Thank you very much.
Now, we might likely see the white smoke, which signals the decision after the special mass, isn't it?
Surely we're looking forward to the white smoke as soon as possible.
Now, tell us, how long can we expect the election process to last? Initially, we're thinking the 130 cardinals will take the oath of secrecy at a go, but now they're taking it individually. Tell us more about that.
Well, at the moment, the cardinals are taking the oath of the preparation for the voting, and they are saying that they will be faithful to the teaching of the church according to the Gospels, and also according to the teaching of the church. In other words, they are not going to start discussing this or carrying out a political process in the election of the Pope in the conclave. Basically, this is where we're beginning. So from now, we can expect that the Pope will emerge, could emerge even this evening if the first ballot today is actually one that unites the popes, I mean the cardinals. If the cardinals are united and choose one person who has 2/3 of the majority votes, even this evening we could have the white smoke. But that could go on for a little longer.
Very Reverend Father, since the demise of Pope Francis, there have been so many talks about who should be the next Pope. With 130 cardinals involved in this process, what qualities would they look forward to in deciding the papal conclave?
Well, the question you're asking is, what are the qualities of the Pope? And basically, it is expected that the Pope to be elected will be someone who has, first and foremost, good communication skills. It means that he has a capacity to be able to express the faith persuasively to people all over the world. He's also expected to be someone who is spiritual and will have the capacity to then share his spirituality with Catholics all over the world. He must also have a global vision, because the church is all over the world, and therefore he must understand the context of the church in different parts of the world to be able to communicate Christ to the people in every nation, in every culture. He's also expected to be someone who is humble. We saw from Pope Francis a great sense of humility. He could have had jets, but they traveled by Alitalia jets, hired for such purposes. He could have had the best of cars, but he used a little car to move around, and so on and so forth. So he's expected to be a man of humility, who expresses that humility in everything he does. He must be a man who is who has pastoral experience enough to be able to guide the church and to know who would be best in positions all over the world, especially in dioceses where he has to appoint bishops, archbishops, cardinals to rule such places. He must also be someone who has enough wisdom to discern what is right, what is good, and so that he will be able to guide the church in through understanding.
let's also look at the uniqueness of this process. We're just discussing off camera about the mystery or the secrecy of this conclave. You were at the Vatican for 12 years. How does this resonate in terms of the doctrine of the Catholic Church?
Well, the truth is that there is nothing really secret in the conclave, except that no one or none of the cardinals is supposed to even discuss whom he is voting with another cardinal. And that is the secret part of this. And I think that's quite normal, because even when we have elections in Nigeria here, we go to cast our ballot, not showing anybody else the ballot for whom we are casting. We do not say to someone else, oh, I'm casting my ballot for this party or for that party. So at that point, it's secret. That is how much secrecy there is in this process. And I'm also happy to see that some parts of this are being televised today live, so people can see that there is nothing absolutely sacred as sometimes the media, tends to make it appear.
Well, interesting conversation from the very Reverend Father Patrick Alumumku, as the Director of Communications of Abuja Catholic Archdiocese, and also worked with the Vatican Radio for 12 years. Thanks so much for your insights as we await, hopefully, today, or as you rightly said, as soon as possible, the white smoke, which will signal the emergence of a new pope. Thank you so much, Reverend Father.
I thank you so much.